Guys, it seems like Donald Trump has been infected by the Bitcoin bug due to Michael Saylor. That's right, Saylor has actually gotten to Donald Trump. And now he's kind of pitching Saylor's idea for this like $280 trillion Bitcoin reserve or something. I'm not even sure if that's possible, but he might want to grow Bitcoin to that extent, pay off US debt and all this other stuff. It's a little bit fantasy land, but as long as he endorses it, our bags will actually go up. So you know what? Screw what happens to the rest of the country. As long as our bags are filled, that's what's important, right? Right? Anyways, let's look at this article. There's a leak that reveals Russia could beat the US to a Bitcoin reserve. And then, because Trump saw this, he has pitched a capital markets renaissance fueled by Bitcoin to unlock trillions in wealth by MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor. So he fell for it. A strategic digital asset policy can strengthen the US dollar, neutralize the national debt, and position America as the global leader in the 21st century digital economy, Michael Saylor wrote. Now, using digital assets to pay off the national debt, probably not going to happen, but hey, you know what? If he can convince Donald Trump to make a national reserve and pump up Bitcoin to $280 trillion, I'm all for it. I'm okay with that. The document outlines plans for a U.S. Bitcoin reserve predicted to generate $16 trillion to $81 trillion, offset the U.S. national debt that spiraled to just over $36 trillion this year, and solidify the U.S. dollar as the foundation of the 21st century digital financial system. Obviously, every U.S. president, including Donald Trump, is interested in securing the U.S. dollar as the foundation of the 21st century digital financial system. As you can see right now, if you look at Bitcoin's market cap is only 1.8681 trillion. So to actually offset 36 trillion worth of debt, Bitcoin would actually need to climb at least 20x, if not more. And if that happens in the next 4 years, then by God, we'll all be rich. Well, I don't know about rich because it might cause the US dollar to hyperinflate. But either way, you know, it's good for us crypto holders, or at least Bitcoin holders. And he's actually appointed a couple of people that actually might make this happen. He's appointed former college football player Bo Hines as the executive director of newly created Presidential Council of Advisors for Digital Assets, known as the Crypto Council. Not really sure why he appointed Bo Hines and not someone like Brian Armstrong or someone else. In his new role, Bo will work with David to foster innovation and growth in the digital assets price, while ensuring industry leaders have resources they need to succeed. David Sachs, by the way, is the crypto czar that he actually appointed. And we have, obviously, Paul Atkins as the SEC guy. These are not names that we as crypto people are familiar with, but they do seem to be pretty pro-crypto, and the policy overall does actually seem to be pretty pro-crypto. He's also appointed pro-Bitcoin and crypto Stephen Miran, a former Treasury official from the first Trump White House and current economist with Hudson Bay Capital Management, to chair the Council of Economic Affairs. So all these people are pretty much pro-digital assets. It's a good time for digital assets. Miran has argued for crypto regulation in the U.S. and in November appeared on a BlackRock's podcast discussing Trump's potential economic policies. And of course, he said he's going to establish a U.S. Bitcoin reserve, and he'd like to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve similar to its oil reserve. So I think that is yet to happen. And I would actually favor getting most of the hash rate in the US before all that stuff happens. But I think that is a matter of time. And if the US really pursues it, it can actually happen. He's obviously like siding with Cynthia Loomis. The appointments are interesting. But just these numbers, he actually needs Bitcoin to increase by 20x. And he wants to do it during his term probably, so he gets the credit to actually offset the national debt. Of course, it has to go up even more to get to the 81 trillion. And there are rumors of like a 80 trillion type of reserve in the future. So basically, those are like Saylor's crazy numbers, but it looks like Trump is trying to adopt this plan. Will it actually work? I don't really know, but hey, if he can pump my bags, why not? So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.